Hey fam, you're back and you're watching this very overdue video on my bullet journal of the month of July, where I'm going to take you through with how I plan my monthly setup and also what I include in my bullet journal. This is a cover page of my month of July, and I am going to make it in the theme of the galaxy, more specifically Nebula Jars. If you've seen my video on DIY Nebula Jars, basically it's a galaxy in a bottle. It's been quite popular around Pinterest and Tumblr, so you can go watch it if you want to know where my inspiration came from. I'm drawing these two little jars and a galaxy spilling out of the top one. Then I'm taking my white paint pen and I'm lettering the word July on it, also dotting the white stars on my galaxy. To my monthly spread, I'm drawing a calendar, so I'm getting all the grids measured up nicely. Great, now I am going to paint a beautiful dripping starlit galaxy on the top of my spread. So I'm using the same two colors, purple and Prussian blue. I'll be using only two colors for each of my spreads so that it sticks to the theme and it looks very cohesive. Also, I am making a little corner, the empty corner here for making notes. Then I'm using my pastel purple Stabilo Boss highlighter and I'm highlighting all the dates so it looks clearer and neater and it fits my theme. I'll be making my blessings list, my blessings log. So I'm painting a sort of a shooting galaxy design at the bottom left hand corner, and then I'm writing blessing. I'm taking my purple highlighter and I'm drawing lines at the top empty space where I'll be writing all my blessings, and at the empty space at the bottom right corner I'm going to write a Bible verse from James 1 verse 17, and to top it all off I'm going to draw stars. Now on the left side of the next page, I initially had a mood tracker, but then it didn't turn out well, and as I was keeping track of my moods on an app on my phone called Dailyo, and that was working fine, and I didn't want to, spread it all around, so I decided to cover up my mood tracker. What I'm doing here is I am painting a watercolor background, and I am lettering one of my favorite verses from one of my favorite worship songs by Bethel Music. It is called I Am No Victim by Christine DeMarco, and it says, greater things have yet to come. I'm in great anticipation for what God has to do for me this month. Right, so this next page is probably one of my favorites from this month's spread, and I'll be using it as my brain dump page where I'll just be writing down whatever ideas come to my mind. And this is one of my favorite pages because it just looks so aesthetic. Galaxies are my aesthetic. What you see here is sort of a human face peering down from the top left-hand corner of the page. And it has sort of that ethereal, mystical beauty. At the top, I'm just laying some of the galaxy drip down into the page, sort of like get that creative juices flowing, girl. So yeah, this is my brain dump page where all my ideas will go. Because y'all know that I keep multiple tabs open in my brain, and one page for a brain dump is just not enough, suffice to say. That is why I created an extra page for my thoughts. At the bottom right hand corner, I'm going to draw 2 Nebula Jars. One of them is closed, one of them is open. So the galaxy kind of spills out to the top of the page like smoke going up. So this is my page of thoughts, and I'm going to label it Crumbs of Thoughts after one of my pages on my website. And on this new page, I am going to be having an expenditure log, though I realized too late that the jars are way too small, and if I want to keep an expenditure track, I should use 2 pages because I probably spend way more than the space allows. But yeah, I draw like 5 jars and I paint the background, another galaxy, you know the drill. Then I'm going to label each of the jars for meals, transport, personal, entertainment, and others. Then I'm going to outline all the jars and outline it again with my white paint marker so that it stands out more. As my finishing touch, I will be using my white paint pen and writing the word expenditures at the top of the page in cursive lettering. Don't forget to dot your sky with stars. It ain't no galaxy without stars. Now for the page on the right, my scripture page. I didn't film this because it feels kind of redundant. You know how I do it. I draw an outline for the jar in pencil, and then I paint a galaxy inside, and then I outline it, and this is how it turned out. One of the final tracking pages of my July monthly spread is the TV shows that I've watched. I'm starting off by painting the letters TV shows at the top of the page. Then I am drawing some little planet doodles all around the words. You've seen that I've already made some watercoloring. That is where I'll be writing down the names of the shows that I've been watching. At the empty space on the right, I'll just be making little bubbles with the numbers of episodes the shows have, and as I watch, I'll just highlight off the episodes. finally, this is my last page of the monthly spread of July, and it is my July highlights, the cover page for all the highlights of the month, as well as the little mementos that I'll be keeping and journaling about in this journal for July. For this page, it is basically just one big nebula jar with the galaxy spilling out towards the top of the page, like, you know, like a smoke bomb. Just think of it as a galaxy smoke bomb, and you get the idea of how it will look like. So, of course, use the same 2 shades of paint, and keep it up with the galaxies. Memories are important, and you should do anything you can to preserve them. So I preserve my memories in between the covers of this notebook. In the middle, I'll be lettering the words July highlights and with my black fine liner pen. And this is done. Thank you for watching. Now stay tuned for my June flip through. Bye. Hi friends, so this is my June in review. It's a flip through of the 6th month of the year. You all know that I started this bullet journal in the middle of the year, so that is why I didn't upload my plan with me for June, because I started in July, and I decided to also make one for June because it was the favorite month of my year. And yeah, the theme is Polaroids, because I watched 13 Reasons Why in June, and yeah, guilty pleasure. Also, can you talk about 06 and the reference to the blue nail polish thing? Yeah, so this page is really pretty. I try to make them pretty good, so I jump into my monthly spread, which is also themed Polaroids. So I did the 1st to the 30th of June, and I colored in the Polaroids that represent birthdays, and these here are for when I had my stronger church camp. So great, I like the colors. I like coloring it in because it makes it look so much easier to look at first glance. It looks much more organized, although the placement of the Polaroids are a bit messy, but I could work on that. Yeah, great. So this is my scripture page, where I have the scriptures that really spoke to me throughout the month of June, and the ones that I've meditated on. So I have Psalm 27 verse 14, Philippians 4 verse 19, Isaiah 58 verse 11, and Luke 11 verse 9 to 10. And of course I have my blessings page, where I give thanks to God for whatever I have, so I can look back in my low moments and be thankful. So I have all my TV shows that I watched in June, and I rate them out of 5 stars. Yep, I like it. And my June highlights page, I like it too. Of course, I have my important dates, birthdays and celebrations and stuff. And here I kind of plan to include some pictures of some of those birthdays and celebrations. Just little mementos, of course. And here is my Stronger 18 camp review thing, where I talk about my experience and I journal a little bit. And yeah, it was a really great camp. So I need to make this month. Then I'll continue it. Some more mementos and pictures. But that is it. That is my June flip through. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you.